I'm Gareth Owen. I'm the Humanitarian Director for Save the Children UK. I'm at the Careers in Humanitarianism event today because, frankly, it's one of my favourite things to do every year. You get to meet the future leaders of humanitarian action. What better way to spend your time? My role at Save the Children is really a galvanising role. My job is to bring attention to the latest crises, wherever they may be in the world, and to mobilise action, whether that's fundraising or political action, or just awareness of the public of the next thing we need to work on to save kids. My career in humanitarianism began by accident, really. I was a young, idealistic 24-year-old who volunteered to go and work in Somalia for an Irish organisation. And 30 years later, it's the best decision I ever made. Save the Children's partnership with HCRI is unbelievably important to us, especially now. As we witness the international geopolitical landscape change, it's a time for enormous thinking about the consequences of what we're seeing in places like Ukraine. And thinking is about changing how we act. It's about reimagining humanitarianism for the future. And that starts with critical reflection of the kind that practitioners like Save the Children can do in partnership with HCRI. I think the benefit for students studying at HCRI is firstly the access to an amazing teaching facility, and also the staff who are enormously experienced humanitarians, many of them. So you have access to all the thinking you need, all the reflection, all the experience, all the nuance of what's gone on in the world over the last few decades in humanitarianism. And that's important because students are going to have to reimagine all that as we face into a very different future for the world. COVID, climate change, conflict, all are driving enormous amounts of humanitarian need, ever more so. And so the world is going to have to really redouble its efforts in humanitarian action. And that starts with students learning about how to be good humanitarians, and more importantly, how they're going to have to lead humanitarian action in the future. My advice to anyone thinking about embarking on a career in humanitarian action is do it. The world needs more solidarity. It needs more humanitarians. It needs more passion for connecting and alleviating the suffering of all those people out there who need our help. So please, please become a humanitarian and help us make the world a better place.